concerning statements could definitely mean something relative to Donald Trump, or it could just be some other stuff. We don't know. But certainly the indications early are not great in light of the firepower he had, the fact that he was doing recon at a location that Donald Trump was going to be at, and he wasn't golfing.
So we're watching this scary story here. Officials are on high alert after an armed suspect was arrested at President Trump's California golf club just 2 days before he was scheduled there to arrive. Authorities say 38-year-old Janine John Tail was seen walking the course while taking photos and videos of security agents. The arrest comes months after a gunman opened fire at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. That attempt was one of several threats made on the president's life over the past 2 years. President Trump reacting to the arrest on Fox News at night.
The only thing I get a little solace from is they say only consequential presidents. And I am definitely consequential.
Okay, James Gagliano is a retired FBI supervisory special agent and Fox News contributor. James, great to see you.
Good to see you, Aisha.
Let me pick your brain here and get an observation from you. You know, authorities spotted this guy doing what appeared to be casing the place. He was watching what security agents were doing. He was getting a lay of the land. Based on what you've read so far from authorities and official statements, what do you think he was up to here?
Well, I shall tell you this. Complete amateur. This was not a professional. There's no way in the world if somebody was going to case a joint and was a professional criminal or somebody that was seeking to assassinate the president who's supposed to appear there in a couple of days, that he would have gone about it this way. This was total cosplaying. Now, in the instance, he was basically impersonating a diplomatic security service officer, and those are like the folks that do the investigations and provide security in embassies. And to do it so blatantly out in the open, come back 2 days in a row, knowing that he was being watched while he was conducting this quote-unquote surveillance, I think this was somebody cosplaying, probably someone with mental health issues, and I think that's going to come out soon.
I want to just quickly go over what they found on him. An illegally modified AR platform rifle, a .45 caliber pistol, body armor, high-capacity magazines, bolt pistol, rifle ammunition, multiple notebooks, 2 radio signal devices, and some concerning statements, James, that they have not released yet. So we don't know if those statements are tied to President Trump, if that's the link here. We'll find out. But, you know, every time something like this happens, we talk about the rhetoric across the country right now and how violent and dangerous it's gotten when it comes to politics. I was reading online from the Nonpartisan Institute of Strategic Dialogue, and they said that violent online rhetoric targeting leading U.S. public officials actually jumped more than threefold between 2021 and 2025. And would you believe that nearly half of them were aimed at President Trump? Something has to change here.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. And look, politicians are prone to overwrought hyperbole. They always come out in the wake of these things and say, we've got to tone it down, and they never do that. And look, in this instance, if there were troubling statements that this man had made, either via digital exhaust, something he'd said online, targeting or threatening the president, he can be charged. The feds will come in over the top. Right now, they're holding him on charges because apparently the weapon system in his home that they secured through a search warrant had either a shortened barrel, an AR-15 has to have a 16-inch barrel, or the platform itself was shortened. But, you know, hollow point bullets are legal. Even bulletproof vests are legal for citizens to own. But this is also somebody that had been arrested before for robbery and was out on $250,000 bail. So something to look at.
Yeah, we'll watch it. James Gagliano, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, Aisha.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.